Good morning, chat. Kind of excited to be back. Had a really good trip. Really good trip. But I'm glad to be home. It's always that way, right? Even with the best of trips, you're kind of like, oh, fuck, is it nice to be home? Especially after a week. I mean, I was on the road for a week. Yep, I have my voice back. It's kind of good timing, honestly. So, when did we leave? We left Thursday morning. I got my voice back Thursday evening. Sound great? I still have a little bit of a catch in my in the back of my throat, and I'm still coughing up a little bit of blood from time to time. But mostly, I seem to be all right. If you call that all right, who the fuck knows what it is? But I think it's on its way out, whatever the fuck it is. So I'm really glad to be home. Had an amazing time. We'll talk a little bit about that probably as the stream warms up a little bit, so I'm not saying it 5 or 10 times, and I'm only saying it 3 or 5 times. So that'll be good. And I gotta say, I might have found a little bit of, well, let's preface that. So the trip was a camping trip for a couple days, followed by visiting some friends a little bit, a couple hours east of our camping ground for a few days as well, and then back home. And the friends introduced us to a board game, and they basically said, you know, put your belt around your arm and find a vein, and then we'll introduce you to this board game. And I gotta say, they're pretty right. I got introduced to Dominion over the weekend, I guess, over the last couple days, and I think I might be playing a little bit of that on stream at some point. Probably not today. I gotta go write the devs and get all their expansion packs for the online version of Dominion and whatnot. But it might be something we could do as a channel from time to time, is get a game of Dominion or so, because that game is really fucking fun. Really fucking fun. And I sometimes I get just bored with the simplicity of board games. That a board game compared to a PC game often is just a little bit boring. But fuck, that game was fun. Who knows if it'll last that way, but I liked the diversity of the gaming experience by building the deck as well as then playing for the victory points and whatnot. And there was a fuck ton of different things you could change around, and it was cool. It was a really, really cool game. So, I'm not like every time I cough, there's like deep red blood in my cough or something. It's just occasionally. We won't get into the details. It's not that bad, Chad. I don't think we need to be that concerned. So, I know there are bazillion Dominion expansions, but we'll see. You know, I am a content creator here. And one of the benefits, one of the perks of being a content creator is that most times developers are quite happy to have you advertise their game for them. And they're generally quite happy to volunteer copies of that game for you to do that. And then the Dominion works similar to EU4, right? Which is whoever hosts the game, everyone who joins that game has access to all the expansions that the host has. So it might be very possible to do something like that with chat. Anyways. If I lose my fucking voice at the end of today, I am going to be irate. Quietly irate, I suppose. But irate still. Hey, Tedrick. How's it going, guys? Okay, Battle Brothers. Let's figure out what the hell we are doing, because it has been over a week since I did anything here. We're at 12 of 20 in our roster. Okay. Guys, we have some level ups that are unassigned. We're looking at level 4, level 2. Holy shit, 4 leaves in rough shape. Level 5, level 2, level 6, level 5, level 4, and level 5. Okay. Was there a Dawn of War 3 update while I was out of town? Fuck, I would love to look at that. But I think that we're going to have to wait a few days. I mean, aren't we waiting July? Isn't it July or June 19th for expecting the Darkest Dungeon update? So. No, I haven't heard from Red Hook Aqua. I could tweet at them and see if there's going to be a beta for that at all. Actually, we could do that right now. Let's just send off a tweet. Like, take a second to double check that I spelled crimson right. That word is one of those words that, like, I think I grew up, like, saying it as chrisman, not crimson. So, like, sometimes I look at that word and I'm like, am I spelling that right? Alright, let's send that off and see. Okay. Okay. Is this on expert? It is. Okay. I guess I can throw that in title if you want. And let's get to it. So what the hell are we doing? So inventory has stuff. Our guys have stuff. This guy in particular seems to have a lot of stuff. Weakened heart. Stabbed guts. Split shoulder. His armor's at half. How are we doing on actual resources? We have supplies, food, or tools rather, food. Get a little bit of cash, but we're paying out quite a lot. 190 a day right now. Some ammunition, some medical supplies. I don't know why the fuck, where we are or where we are going. I seem to be under this cloud, so we may be being attacked by an enormous cloud. That could be a problem. And what else? Not much else. I want to sign these levels up, so. Okay. Have I seen the new hero? I have looked very briefly at him, Aqua. But when I went camping and then visiting friends, and I turned off my phone Thursday morning, and I didn't turn my phone back on until yesterday when I got home. And I have not touched a computer, touched a tablet, or touched a phone in a week. So last time I streamed, everything I knew then is what I know now. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, let's take a look. What do we got? Thanks, Sigmund. Can I remember how to open towns? It is nighttime. All right. Excuse me. So let's camp for a few minutes here. At least till we get to day. Okay. There we go. Do I remember how to use the mouse? I'm struggling a little bit, but seems to be doing mostly okay. I fixed Skype. Yeah, I fixed Skype last night when I got home. Oh, I should say that. If you're on my contact list because you've helped out with the channel or played in D&D or, you know, I don't know, maybe I was getting your girlfriend's number from you or whatever it was.
Never win.
Thank you very much, truly, for me. Welcome back. 20 months, man. So if you're on my Skype contacts list for whatever reason it happens to be, and you got a message from me with a link, and the link said something really stupid in broken English, like, get rid of those 30 pounds, or learn everything for free instantly, or something like this, right? Don't click that link. That would be a compromised link. I ran some antivirus scanning on my computer, didn't find anything, got a little concerned, contacted Skype support. Skype support told me it is a Skype vulnerability. They weren't more specific with that, but their engineers were working on it, and that walked me through some steps and changed some stuff, and supposedly that is gone now. So if you are getting more of those from me, I would really like to know. So hypothetically, that wasn't my system being compromised, that was Skype's system being compromised in some way, which makes me feel a little bit better, but also a little bit worse at the same time. You know, if it was just me getting compromised, I could be like, oh fuck, I got a lot of stuff to change, a lot of stuff to worry about, but at least I know, you know, at least I could take care of the problem. Skype getting compromised means they just might do it again. Welcome back, Roth. 6 months. Thank you very much for the resub. All right. What are we doing here? Okay, so we are at what I consider probably... this is my first real playthrough of this game. I've never been this far in this game. But my assumption is we're probably sitting around the mid-game right now. So we'll see. New game mode that goes live for Dawn of 3. I'll just take a link to that patch if you have it, QED. I would read through that. We came here for what? Cheap goodies, right? They don't have any fucking cheap goodies. Particularly. Alright. I didn't see any missions either. So I guess we should start, you know, playing again. Okay. You watched all the Battle Brothers episodes? Excellent, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. There it is. Dawn of War. Updates. Ooh, I just got a quick scan of this. Okay, I can't read that now, but I will read that after. So we're not here for anything in particular then with no guys? I mean, we got, what are these? Miners. Who do we actually have? Don't I have a list too? A not Darkest, a Battle Brothers list here? Yeah, but okay, it's clearly empty. Currently empty. Okay, okay. I don't want fucking miners. Aqua, do you see this? They're used to physical labor, but breathing in dusty air to the mines may have taken their toll on their health. It's bad news. Too bad we don't have a comprehensive health plan on FilthyRobot channel. That'd be nice. So we're gonna just wander around, I suppose, till we find some more missions, get a little bit more money. I would like to start investing in the higher tier guys, although it still seems like a bit of a crapshoot whether or not we do anything. Oh, is there in here? My guys seem to be not all that thrilled. All right. Oh, Aqua lost a finger, which is gonna slow down his mining output. Why isn't it showing up here though? I thought permanent injuries showed up here. Oh, it wasn't Aqua. It was Sin Magic. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, Aqua has a level up. I suppose we should do that. Alright, Aqua, what are we doing with you? Currently... Why are we doing range defense on Aqua? Are we actually raising this, or is it just started high? Melee skill, of course. Probably fatigue. And... Alright, let's do that. And what do we have for perks on Aqua? He's already got Brawny. Are you a Brawny guy, Aqua? Ooh, yeah, Asham, I'd definitely take that. Let's get a... Why? What? Why? Why right now? Alright, welcome back, Care Bear. 9 months. Where's my fucking audio notification? We had our audio notification for the first resub today, but the second and third resubs of the day don't get audio notifications? Why the fuck not? Twitch Alerts is still supposedly doing its thing? Oh man. I'm not pleased by that. Thanks, Asham. Ooh. Alright, I'll bookmark that. I'll take a look at that soon. That looks really fun. I like it. It looks like a lot of dense information on in a small area, which is what I like out of my charts and graphs. Shit ton of information. As much as you could possibly get in the space. Okay. Good hunters. Hedge knights. Yeah, we just spent like 2,500 on guys who turned out to be total duds. Yeah. And Esmeralda, 12 months. Thank you for the resub. Are you guys seeing like little, are you seeing the notification for this? Like the pop-up notification or no? Because this is kind of pissing me off right now. Like we went through a little bit of this last week and or the week before I left and I fixed it. And then, yeah, scrolling is for suckers. Plus when you have like a pin board up, you know, or a cork board up, you really want the, you really want it to be displayed. How did I ever say that? When you have a corkboard up, you have limited space, and you really want to get as much into that display as possible. So, just the chat notification? What the fuck is going on? Okay. Oh, I should explain that too. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I want a daily donation goal thing up on the screen. And I thought, hey, I could do a daily donation goal, and I could just say if we meet the daily donation goal across the course of a month, I'm gonna do a Civ 5 single-player game. Because when I did the State of the Channel stuff, people in the State of the Channel were like, hey, we'd really like to see you play some more Civ 5, even if it's only just very rarely from time to time. Just a little bit of Civ 5 content, please, please, please. I haven't had a fix in so long. Please, Filthy, will you please do a little bit more Civ 5? So, I've decided that, welcome back, Sui, 29 months. Interruption indeed. Thanks for the resub, though. I've decided that I will try it. If we meet our donation goal for the month, I will do a Civ 5 game a month. So, there you go. I think I should do a weekly one instead of daily one, or I could do daily one instead of weekly one. I could. We'll play around with it. Depending on what we do with that, we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. So there's two things new on the screen, I guess. The first is the Civ 5 goal, which we're pretty close to. And the second is this boss fights thing. It's kind of silly, kind of fun. We'll see. I'll leave it up there for a couple days. If we enjoy it, we'll keep it up there. If not, I'll take my screen space back. But the boss fight works for resubs, donations, and bits. And the current boss, that's his health point bar there. And as other people resub, donate, or give me bits, you take away from Sui's health points, and then a new boss will spawn when someone knocks Sui off his pedestal. So, anyways, those are how these things work. Dude, what the fuck is with Twitch donations right now? This is kind of pissing me off. I mean, it's clear we're getting. It's clear it's updating. Yeah, I just got a donation from Stromtaker. But I'm not getting audio notifications of it again. Thank you very much, Stromtaker, for the $5. And put you on the list. I can do. I forgot we have a nice Battle Brothers list. Alright, we're talking a lot of stuff. We're not doing a lot of gameplay right now. But to be fair, we have been out of town for over a week. So being back is good. Alright. Alright, I'll just add it to my infinite list of things that I always need to do. I will redo yet again the Twitch alert stuff, but I'm a little bit annoyed that isn't working right now. So, yeah. Did the Filthy's favorite few playlist get removed? It did. It did. I wish we hadn't done that, but it did get removed. I wish we had just... When we restructured the channel, we did lose Filthy's favorite few. Okay, let's take a look at Aqua's level. What are we doing with Aqua's level? He has hit the glorious level, I think of 5, but it might be 6. Wait. If it's 5 or 6. Okay, if he hit level 5, that's 4 level up. Okay, so he's level 5 now. And we've got one more thing to give him. I guess I'm building him as a tank. He's got melee skill, melee defense, and we're working on fatigue. He's currently using a spear, but that's just because spears seem decent, and I had this particular spear seem particularly decent. But I'm not set on that. What else do we have in here? What is, for example, spear mastery? What I've actually found is I like axes. Axes were quite good, mostly because I like cutting out short swords with assholes who are shield walling all the time. Polearm, there's spear mastery. Master fighting with spears and keeping up enemy at bay. Skills build up 25% less fatigue. That part is nice, the 25% less fatigue. Spear wall is no longer disabled once an opponent manages to overcome it. Instead, spear walls continues to give free attacks on any further opponents attempting to enter the zone of control. Yeah, alright. Bow mastery, crossbow mastery, spear mastery, what's axe mastery, polearm, dagger, sword, cleaver, axe mastery. Split shield damage through shields is increased by 50% when used with axes. That's actually not terrible, perhaps? Okay. Tier 3 cleavers are good. Are there only 3 tiers of weapons, guys? I don't actually know. Alright, so who did we take any specializations on if we have? Okay, we have an axe specialty on British Bulldog, who's currently using a sword. Clever, clever. And this guy who's not using... What the fuck? Why are... Alright. Alright, game. Alright. Past future robot. What were you doing? Filthy robot, I mean. Future robot? Anyways. Oh, by the way, my the friends we visited had a daughter, and the daughter was 19, like in college, who knew about Filthy Robot. I was quite surprised by that. They were like, she was like, I watch your videos and kick all my friends' asses in Civ 5. I'm like, hell yeah, you do. But it was just kind of some random perk, which was really, really cute. So I ran into a fan unintendedly, which was awesome. Hey, Silly Gosling. Yes, Krell, there seem to be some people who want that. Okay, so what are we looking at? We're looking at how shitty is a hand axe. So hand axe, the tier 2 version of this. 30 to 45 and 25 to 40. It looks like the hand axe is the tier 2 version of that. Okay. So let's steal British Bulldog's axe. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, come on. So what is this? This is a dumb system. So what is this? They're just out of space on this? Alright, so sort this shit. Filter items by type. Okay, pull it off. Where's Aqua? Aqua gets his sword taken away. Give him a hand axe. Give him a hand axe. Okay. That's British Bulldog, not Aqua, excuse me. And we'll give the arming sword to Dumbface the Dominator. Any other fan stories? Sure, I did a TwitchCon 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, whatever the first TwitchCon was. And I wasn't recognized the entire weekend, except for one person came up to me and he seemed a little unsure of himself. He came up to me and he's like, "Hey, aren't you that filthy?" I don't even think he said filthy. "Aren't you that robot?" Did he say salty robot? Robot, can't remember. He said something that was not my streaming name, but was close to it. He's like, "Aren't you that salty robot guy? I think I saw you on PKA once." It was kind of like simultaneously like kind of neat to like run into someone who recognized me, but also kind of hilarious that they didn't recognize me for my own stuff whatsoever. They recognized me through somebody else. So, how am I feeling? I'm feeling all right. Pretty good, actually, honestly. I have a little bit of a catch in my throat still, and a little bit of soreness in the mornings, and a little bit of blood from time to time, but mostly I'm okay. But other than that, no, not a lot more fan stories. Okay, we are slowly remembering that we're playing games. I'm having trouble multitasking with chat, and I like want to engage with chat and also doing anything that's not that. So, okay, so do we give, okay, British Bulldog has Axe Mastery and now has, okay, now actually has an axe, which is probably a pretty good fucking combination. All right, Aqua with a perk. I'm not a huge fan of Spear. The thing is, I don't remember which one my tier 2. So Flails, can't remember which ones are tier 2 and tier 1. I think those are tier 2. The military picks were really good versus armor. What is, so these are hammer, one-handed hammers. What does the hammer mastery do? Destroy armor inflicts 33% more damage versus armor. What does destroy armor do? Destroy armor. Inflicts 60 to 105 armor damage. 60 to 105. Well, I'm pretty sure these do, don't these do 200% effective against armor? So when it gives me a number here, and it says 20 to 35, I assume that means it does 40 to 70. Does it also double this one? It must. No. Maybe this is post adjustment? I'm less thrilled about making that a specialization just because we fight a lot of things that aren't heavily armored as well. I don't know. Again, this is our kind of first playthrough. We're kind of getting some learning out of this. Where did my weapon go? Were we using a spear here? Must have been using a spear here. Alright. Okay, let's give Aqua a different perk then. Stabbing enemy, bonus chance of melee is doubled. Anticipation, shield expert. It's really not very much though. Rotation, rally the troops. Taunts. Take a level up. Take some HP. I don't know, I feel like I should do a specialization, but I'm having a hard time finding one that I actually like. I'm having a really hard time finding one I actually like. How did I get around the enormous heads? Shield expert's really, really good? I really don't think it is. And here's why. Okay. Learning to better deflect hits on the side instead of blocking them head on. The shield defense bonus increased by 25%. This also applies the additional defense bonus to the shield wall skill. The thing is, 25% of 15 melee defense really isn't that much. You know, we're talking in the vicinity of what, about 4? So we get 4 more melee defense. That's roughly the equivalent of a level, or maybe a level and a half. But we could just take a fucking level. So what else does this do? Also applies the additional defense bonus to the shield wall skill. Shield wall is another 15, so it goes to like something in the vicinity of 8 extra defense from having shield wall as opposed to not having shield wall. And it doesn't really seem that much to me. Hey Bald Pet, I am indeed back. I want it for shield health on my tanks. Do I? Do I really, chat? Or do I want another axe mastery? No, I want another axe mastery for the moment. We'll see how I feel about that later. But part of this is playing around. Part of this is deliberately playing around with our options to figure out what's happening. So, Aqua. Alright. And let's give him some level ups. We want accuracy, we want melee defense, and we want fatigue. Okay. We have one more level up to do on Rakuso the Wise. Is he wise? He's bright. He's bright and he's a student, so he gains experience quite quickly. We've given him crossbow mastery. So we are up to, wow, we get new ones. I haven't even read these skills yet. Alright, reach advantage. Overwhelm. Every attack, hit or miss against an opponent that acts after you in the current round, inflict the overwhelm status effect, which lowers both melee skill and range skill by 10% for 1 turn. With each attack, hit or miss against an opponent that acts after you in the current round, okay, give them minus 10%. Alright. Thing is, I'm probably only going to be shooting once per round with a crossbow. Is that all that useful? I can see it being better with multi-attack weapons like a bow, but bow seems so incredibly inaccurate that I'm not overly thrilled by that in a bow. And this guy is crossbow specialized. Pick up quick hands, we've never used it. We picked up gifted. Is there anything in this round, like maybe anticipation possibly, or dodge? Welcome back, Sheer Ponage. 3 months in a row. Thank you very much. And I feel like I should take a 5th level skill, but I'm not actually very excited by these. No, fuck that. We're gonna take dodge. Are we gonna take dodge? Alright, when being attacked with ranged weapons, gain 1 plus 10% of your base range defense as additional range defense per tile the attacker is away. 10% of my base range defense. So that's 1. So I gain 2 per tile the attacker's away. So it's like 10 range defense, probably on average. And what does dodge give me? 15% of their current initiative. That's pretty damn close. Hey, welcome, Silly Gosling. Thanks for the sub. Anticipation is better in dodge. Doesn't actually look like it right now. Trust what the dodge says. Yep, dodge is with melee too, but dodge scales down as your initiative goes down, and initiative is based partially on fatigue. So that is a declining bonus across time, while this one stays roughly the same. Man, these quirks are kind of fucking underwhelming to me right now. Unless I'm missing something. Disappointed by this tier of perks. Alright, we'll take footwork. In case we get fucked. And we'll grab archery. Do some range defense. Range defense? Maybe. Take initiative. Alright. Okay. Alright. This was a lot of time to level up 2 characters, but it's been a while since I've been back. Let's go find ourselves a quest or a mission or something. I probably was just here, but since it's been a week since I was actually playing, I don't remember. There's a mission. What are we doing? Do I want to sell some junk? Maybe. We're pretty good on provisions right now. I would like to sell some junk. I seem to be collecting a lot of junk. Will I be playing Darkest Dungeon DLC when it drops? Of course I will be. Seems like a very silly question. Okay. Get everyone a beer. I think we need some spirits being upped. Dumbface the Dominator is now drunk. God damn it, Dumbface. Alright. I guess 1 round. You're drunk after 1 round? Can we bring you